And in today's lesson, Basva'S farm, we shall learn the various methods that are followed in growing a crop. Firstly, we dig the soil, loosen the soil and make the soil soft and make it ready to sow the seeds. Secondly, the farm is plowed to sow the seeds, and next when the sprouts come out after 20 days it starts sprouting, and then the weeds that grows, weeds means the unwanted plants that grow in between the onion plants need to be removed, otherwise it will share the water and the fertilizer that is present in the soil for onions to grow. And as a result, what happens? The onion plant will take lot of time, extra time to grow, and even the quality may decrease. So then next, the leaves, when the leaves turn yellow in color, it is a sign that we need to pull up the onions. Then the leaves are cut, then the onions are sent for curing, then it is transported to different places. The climatic conditions in Karnataka is suitable for the growth of onions. So hence, let's learn some Kannada words relating to the farming implements. Now here we find wonderful number of fruits and vegetables. All the vegetables say that please take us into your body, be healthy, be happy. Here's few more vegetables like the peas, like the maize, like the green leaves, onions. Onion is called as the king of the vegetables because without onions there is no recipe that is complete. So today let's learn how onions are grown. Here we have the flowers of the onions. Once the onions grow completely under the ground, that means it is a modified stem, isn't it? It has short roots, then the leaves grow above the soil, and here once it starts flowering, then it is understood that we have to pull out the onions. Here we see the onion seeds here. We need to sow these seeds in order to get the beautiful round bulby onions. Okay, and here one seed of onion, it can give us a number of onions. Such a great blessing from the God, isn't it? Why are these onions crying? No, never. Onions make us get the tears automatically. Do you know why we get tears when we cut the onions? It is only because of the presence of sulfur, and when we cut the vapors, it irritates the nerves around our eyes and we get tears. Okay, we don't literally cry when we are cutting the onions. So there are better ways. Now if we should not get the tears while cutting the onions, what we need to do is we need to use a long knife, so that will be little far away. Or else you can place these onions in the refrigerator for about 5 minutes, then cut, we will not get tears. Then another method is just drop the onion for 5 minutes in cool water, then cut, then also we will be free from tears and we can cut the onions very happily. Now here we find a small plant of the onion. Here you can see the leaves. And where is the stem? Here. The stem is modified in the form of a bulb. See the shape of the stem here. The stem is modified in the form of a bulb. So here we can see the stem modification. Okay, in the case of beetroot, the root modification. Okay, now here you see the roots here, the modified stem here, and the leaves here. And here the roots are very short to enable us to pull out the plant when it is totally grown very easily. See, God is so great, isn't it? He is enabling us to pull out the onion plant very easily. Now, for growing onions, first of all, it needs 10 hours of light that is available. The sun gives us the sunlight free of cost. Okay, then it grows in places where the average rainfall is about 750 to 1000 millimeters, and it grows in all types of soil. Even with the soil in our pots also it will grow very easily. Sandy loam, silt loam and heavy clay soils also. So it is very easy for us to grow onions. So here we see that onions grow maximum in the state of Karnataka. Maximum. I don't say that it only grows in Karnataka, in the state of Karnataka, but maximum people grow the onion crop a lot in Karnataka. Okay, so what we need is, in order to remember that the onions are grown mostly in the state of Karnataka, what we need is, we need to draw onions in this full state. First of all, just draw the outline and draw onions as many as you can fit into the shape of the state. Now here once again we watch the onions cut in the form of the rings, and we can also see the leaves, the position from where the leaves grow, and the roots also, the roots, very tiny roots here. Yes. Then relating to the health benefits of onions, it works to fight the cancer, it promotes the respiratory health, for oral health, to enhance the brain health, lower blood sugar levels, it enhances the eye health and also the hair growth. Then it also prevents the inflammation and other allergies. Now here, Kunti. Kunti is a Kannada word. Okay, let's learn some other technical terms in other languages also, children. So Kunti is also called as spade in English and favda in Hindi. Now just coming over to the structure of the Kunti, it is used to dig the soil, loosen the soil, and also to soften the soil. It consists of a wooden handle and an iron cutting plate. The moment we just with lot of pressure, if we just hit the ground, yes, because of the iron cutting plate, the ends of it will be very sharp. Okay, then it makes a cut in the earth. Then the farmer loosens the soil. Then again he will soften the soil by hitting from this part. Now here you can find the hard land, and this person is loosening the soil here by digging it and also softening it. He is making it ready to sow the seeds, onion seeds. Let's learn to say that, to sow the onion seeds, because we are dealing with the Basva'S farm, growing of onions, the steps in the growing of onions. Okay, here once the whole farm is loosened and the soil is made soft, then it is ready for the sowing. Here in this slide we find Appa holding a part of a implement used in agricultural farming. Let's learn what it is. So it is nothing but, it is called as Koriki in Kannada language, or it is called as plough in English and as hull in Hindi. Okay. Now the Koriki, it is pulled by the bulls, and the farmer, he tries to sow the seeds in the path that is made by the Koriki. You can find the lower part. We shall learn how the Koriki is in the next slide. This implement used in the farming is called as Koriki. It is called as Hal in Hindi and plow in English. So, this implement Koriki is used to plow the field and make it ready to sow the seeds. Any type of seeds. To sow any type of seeds also, children, we need a plow, we need a hull, we need a Koriki. Now let's learn what are the parts of this Koriki. Now the central part is pulled by the bulls, and this lower part, what it does, it just makes a way in the soil so that we can sow the seeds, and the other part is held by the farmer, because only if the farmer can balance this part, the lower part, it can make a path in the soil and makes way to sow the seeds. Now here in this picture we can find it very clearly that the bulls are pulling the Korigi, and the Korigi is making a way in the soil that is made soft, and the seeds are sown by the farmer at the same time, and the seeds are sown at regular time, at regular distances. It is not sown all at a time. After 20 days, we find the sprouts from the onion seeds, and it grows a little big enough. See that the onion plants have grown little bigger. This is the main part, and here we find the onion plants growing as well as some other plants growing. The some other plants that are growing, from where did they come? We did not sow the seeds for them. It might have come through wind or through the birds. Now here it is very necessary that we need to pull out the weeds, or else the nutrients, the water, the fertilizer is shared by the weeds, and as a result the onion crop will take time to complete the cycle, or it may be of low quality. So it is very necessary that we pull out all the weeds from the field. Here we find the onion bulbs and the leaves above and the roots below. The roots are very short, so it can be easily pulled out. And here we find the leaves turning into yellow color. That indicates that the onions are ready to be pulled out. Once the leaves start turning yellow, then it is time for us to reap it. But the leaves of the onions need to be cut. So we use Allegheny. Allegheny is called as taraki, or a curved knife in English. Okay, taraki in Hindi and Allegheny in Kannada language. So here we cut down the leaves of the onion plant with the help of Allegheny. Now modern technology has come and the work will be done very fast. Now once the leaves are cut, we need to dry it, we need to cure it, and we need to sell it in the market. So selling in the market with these type of onions that are not cured, no one will be ready to purchase it. So for that sake, what we do, we cure them. That means we make it fine so that it looks more attractive. Now here, when the onions reaches our home, then we make a fine, fantastic salad with it, along with vegetable biryani with all other vegetables, and we relish it in a very good manner. Now here we find a tomato plant with many tomatoes. How is it grown? It is grown from a single tomato seed. From a single tomato we get hundreds of tomatoes. Okay, now we find the stem, the flowers, the fruits, everything above the soil. The onions were growing below the soil. It is the modified stem. The stem is modified into a bulb. But here, the fruit, the flowers, everything grows above the soil. Now here, growing tomato plants is totally different from the onions. What we do is we take the seeds of the tomato and we just drop it in the soil. Then after a few days, we find that the sprouts appear, then the small plant, then it grows little bigger, then again the green tomatoes, then again the red tomatoes. Okay, what a wonderful creation of God. It is said that tomatoes grow mostly in Uttar Pradesh. That is also due to the climatic conditions of Uttar Pradesh. Tomatoes grow mostly in the state of Uttar Pradesh because of the climatic conditions. What we need is first draw the outline with color pencils, then draw tomatoes in the state of Uttar Pradesh. Then we can remember very well that onions grow mostly in Karnataka and tomatoes grow mostly in Uttar Pradesh. Now these vegetables, they are neither growing below the soil or above the soil, but it is hanging. These grow on the creepers, the bottle gourd and the bitter gourd. Now these are the vegetables in which the roots are modified. For example, horseradish, radish, turnip, carrot, beetroot, daikon. You can find the stem and the leaves here, and the roots are modified here. Now let's do some evaluation part. Let us evaluate ourselves what we have learned. We have some pictures and we have some words. We need to match the pictures with the words. So just I'll show you the model of it, how to search for the answers. Firstly, let's see what is this picture about here. We can find the seeds. How to find the answer? Creeper, no. Stem, no. Flower, no. Leaf, no. Roots, no. Seeds, yes. In the same manner, this is the beetroot. Come on, search for the root. Yes, here is the root. Then here, cabbage. Leaf, flower, stem. Where is the stem? This is the creeper. This is the creeper. In this way, we can match the words with the pictures. What is the name of the tool that a farmer uses to dig the soil, loosen the soil and makes the soil soft? It is the Kunti. In which month is the onion crop planted? It is planted in the month of July. What is Koriki called in English and Hindi? What is Koriki called in English and Hindi? Koriki is called as plow in English and hull in Hindi. What do the seeds need to grow? What do the seeds need to grow? The seeds need sun, wind, water and soil to grow. The seeds need sun, wind, water and soil to grow. What is Allegheny? What is it used for? What is Allegheny? What is it used for? An Allegheny is a curved knife used for cutting fruits and vegetables. An Allegheny is a curved knife used for cutting fruits and vegetables. An assignment for you to do. Children, look at the pictures carefully. Many steps are needed to grow crops. Mark the pictures in order. Here you find the pictures 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have to mark them in order. Have a fantastic day, children.